Okay, so this will be a video demonstration for the software Tableau and how to add on filters to a graph to get more out of a story. So as we can see, we've loaded our data source from an Excel spreadsheet into Tableau, and it's created this graph in sheet 1. At the moment, we're looking at the year of the Olympics that occurred and the number of records, which we can change later to number of medals. What this graph shows us at the moment isn't really specific, so I'd like to show you how you can actually filter the data and manipulate the data to show the story that you want to be able to tell in your data journalism story. So the great feature about Tableau is the fact that it is purely drag and drop for a lot of its features, which makes it really user friendly, and it made it a lot easier to use for the first time. So if we come over to the left hand side here, what I'd like to firstly filter the graph down to is a country specifically. So let's click on AUS, tick that box there for Australia, and then click OK. As I add the filters, you'll see the graph change, and then obviously because we're manipulating the data to show specific sets and specific numbers and filters within that data. So we've got our country. Let's look at a specific discipline. So we'll drag in discipline here, and it's asking what sport from this Olympic data set do we want to look at. And let's take a look at swimming. So if we tick that box and then click OK. And then I'd really like to look at not only how many number of records or number of medals that we have won in swimming in Australia, but let's look at the breakdown of gold, silver and bronze. So if we click on medal and drag medal across, it'll ask us what we want to look at. We can look at just one of them. As I said, we'll look at all three, so we tick all. We'll click on all and we'll go OK. So as you can see, as I've added in that medal filter there, it's allowed us to add marks on the graph. So as you'll probably tell, this isn't really telling us a lot from this one blue line. But if we add some marks, so just some indicators of what the graph, or when there was gold, when there was silver, or when there was bronze, that will really show us a little bit more. So if we click on medals again, because that's what we're talking about, we click and drag and hover over this color section. So you've got options of size, label, detail, path, color. We're going to choose color because we're talking about physical colors of gold, silver, and bronze. So if we drag that across and drop it on there, immediately, without having to do anything else, it gives us gold, silver, and bronze, 3 different lines, 3 different trends, again showing the number of medals over what year those medals were won. Up in our right hand corner here, we've got our key. We can order that if we want. If you wanted to bring bronze down to the bottom so it's in order, we can have gold, silver, and bronze, and it'll put it in order there. The colors are already sort of similar colors to gold, silver, and bronze, so we can leave that there. You can, if you would like, you can right click on that and edit colors. If you're talking about something else, you can make the colors reflect what you're talking about. So just from those few drag and drop motions, we've been able to filter it by the country, the discipline, and the medals. We've been able to show the marks on the graph. So from that original one blue line that you first saw, we can now see a greater detail graph showing the number of medals won, gold, silver, and bronze in the sport of swimming across all of the Olympic Games. One other feature that we can show you quickly is analytics. Analytics is another really great tool of Tableau. It does all the work for you. If you're wanting to go, okay, let's look at our trends across those gold, silver, and bronze, all we do is come over here to trend line, click and drag it onto the actual graph itself. It'll give you what sort of trend line. We'll stick with linear, so we'll hover over linear, drop it on, and it actually just creates the trend lines in there for you. So as you can see, the Tableau software is really easy to use. With the drag and drop features, we've gone from getting our data source from an Excel spreadsheet, being able to manipulate that data to show us a really specific story of the number of Australian gold, silver and bronze medals won in the discipline of swimming across a period of time from the 1900s right through to the 2000s. So I hope this video shows you a little bit of how you can filter on using the Tableau software. That's really easy to use, and be able to manipulate your data from a rather large data set to tell you a specific data journalism story. Thanks for watching.